Most people think their car's engine is destined to die somewhere around 150,000 miles. That's the average lifespan for most vehicles before major problems start showing up. But what if I told you there's a simple oil change secret that could stretch your engine's life to 500,000 miles, or even more? This isn't some gimmick. It's not a product pitch. It's a real technique used by long-haul truckers, fleet managers, and car owners who've learned how to keep their engines running like new for decades. And today, we're breaking it down in plain English. Let's dive into the oil change secret that could save you thousands of dollars and keep your car on the road for a lifetime. For years, drivers were told to change their oil every 3,000 miles. It was printed on stickers, pushed by quick lube shops, and repeated like gospel. But here's the truth, that advice is outdated. Modern engines and synthetic oils have changed the game. Most cars today can go 5,000 to 7,500 miles between oil changes. Some high-end synthetics can stretch that to 10,000 or even 15,000 miles. So why were we told 3,000? It was partly marketing. Quick lube chains made more money with frequent visits, but it was also based on older oil formulas that broke down faster. Today, if you're still changing oil every 3,000 miles, you're wasting money and oil. But here's where things get interesting. It's not just about how often you change your oil, it's about how you change it, what oil you use, and how you treat your engine between changes. The secret we're talking about isn't just one thing, it's a combination of smart habits that work together to protect your engine. And it starts with understanding what oil really does. Engine oil isn't just a lubricant, it's a cleaner, a heat regulator, and a sealant. It keeps metal parts from grinding, removes carbon buildup, and helps your engine stay cool under pressure. But over time, oil gets dirty. It collects metal shavings, carbon deposits, and sludge. That's why changing it matters. Now here's the secret. The most engine wear happens during cold starts, when your engine is dry and oil hasn't circulated yet. So the key is keeping your oil clean and flowing quickly. And that's where bypass filtration comes in. Concept of bypass oil filtration. Most cars use a full flow oil filter. It catches large particles but lets smaller ones pass through. That's fine for short-term use, but over time, those tiny particles build up and cause wear. Bypass filtration is different. It's a secondary filter system that pulls a small amount of oil from the engine, filters it through a superfine filter, often down to 2 microns, and returns it. It doesn't replace your main filter, it works alongside it. This system keeps your oil cleaner for longer. In fact, some drivers using bypass filters have gone 50,000 miles between oil changes, while regularly testing their oil to confirm it's still good. Fleet vehicles, diesel trucks, and even taxis use bypass systems to extend engine life. And when paired with high-quality synthetic oil, the results are stunning. The role of synthetic oil. Not all oil is created equal. Conventional oil is made from crude oil and contains impurities. Synthetic oil is engineered in labs to be purer, more stable, and more resistant to breakdown. Synthetic oil flows better in cold weather, resists heat better, and lasts longer. It also reduces sludge and carbon buildup. That's why it's used in high-performance engines and aircraft. When you combine synthetic oil with bypass filtration, you're creating an environment where your engine is always running with clean, stable oil. That's the foundation for long engine life. But there's more to the story. Doing proper oil analysis. Most drivers never think about testing their oil, but oil analysis is a powerful tool used by professionals to track engine health. You can send a small sample of your oil to a lab and they'll tell you what's in it. Metal particles, fuel dilution, water, soot, and more. It's like a blood test for your engine. This helps you spot problems early. If your oil shows high iron levels, it could mean internal wear. If there's fuel in the oil, you might have injector issues. And if everything looks good, you can safely extend your oil change interval. Oil analysis costs around $30 and can save you thousands in repairs. It's used by truckers, racers, and anyone serious about engine longevity. Now, let's clear up a few myths. Myth number 1. Changing oil every 3,000 miles is always better. This myth has been around for decades. It started in the era of older engines and conventional oils, when oil broke down quickly and sludge buildup was a real threat. Back then, 3,000-mile changes made sense. But today, things have changed. Modern engines are more efficient, and synthetic oils are engineered to last much longer. Most manufacturers now recommend oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, and some even go up to 10,000 or 15,000 miles with extended life synthetics. Changing oil too frequently doesn't harm your engine, but it does waste money and resources. You're throwing away perfectly good oil and contributing to unnecessary environmental waste. The smarter approach is to follow your vehicle's recommended interval, or better yet, use oil analysis to determine when a change is actually needed. The truth, frequent oil changes aren't always better. Use high-quality oil and base your schedule on real data, not old habits. Myth number 2, all synthetic oils are the same. This one's tricky. Many people assume that once they switch to synthetic oil, they've done all they need to protect their engine. But not all synthetics are created equal. Some budget synthetic oils meet only the minimum standards. Others, like those from Mobil 1, Amsoil, or Royal Purple, go far beyond, offering better base stocks, stronger additive packages, and superior performance under stress. Additives matter. They include detergents, anti-wear agents, friction modifiers, and viscosity stabilizers. A weak additive package means your oil may break down faster, leave deposits, or fail to protect under extreme conditions. Also, different engines have different needs. A turbocharged engine may require oil with higher heat resistance. A hybrid may need oil that resists moisture buildup. Always choose oil that meets your manufacturer's specifications, and don't assume synthetic means best. The truth, synthetic oils vary in quality. Choose one that's proven, well-reviewed, and tailored to your engine's needs. Myth number 3, high-mileage engines don't benefit from synthetic oil. Some drivers believe that once an engine has passed 100,000 miles, it's too late to switch to synthetic oil. They worry about leaks, seal damage, or incompatibility, but this myth is based on confusion. In reality, synthetic oil is often better for older engines. It flows more easily, reduces friction, and helps clean out sludge. Many synthetic oils are specifically formulated for high-mileage engines, with seal conditioners that prevent leaks and additives that reduce wear. The only caution is switching from a dirty conventional oil to a strong synthetic too quickly. In rare cases, synthetic oil can clean out sludge that was sealing small leaks, revealing underlying issues. But this isn't the oil's fault. It's the result of poor maintenance catching up. If your engine is in decent shape, switching to synthetic, even at 150,000 miles, is usually a smart move. The truth, high-mileage engines often benefit from synthetic oil. Just make the switch thoughtfully and monitor performance. Myth number 4, oil additives are a shortcut to engine protection. Walk into any auto store and you'll see bottles claiming to boost horsepower, reduce wear, or restore your engine. It's tempting, especially if your car is aging or showing signs of trouble. But most of these additives are unnecessary if you're using good oil. In fact, some can do more harm than good. Additives that thicken oil can reduce flow during cold starts. Others may interfere with your oil's chemistry, breaking down detergents or anti-wear agents. Some additives, like those with PTFE Teflon, can clog filters or create deposits. Others promise to stop leaks by swelling seals, but this is a temporary fix that can backfire. There are exceptions. Certain additives like molybdenum or zinc, ZDDP, are useful in racing engines or classic cars with flat tappet cams. But for most modern engines, they're already included in the oil. The truth, additives aren't magic. Stick with high-quality oil and filtration, and avoid gimmicks unless you know exactly what your engine needs. Myth number 5, if the oil looks clean, it doesn't need changing. This one's easy to fall for. You pull the dipstick, see clear amber oil, and assume everything's fine. But oil color doesn't tell the full story. Oil can look clean, but still be chemically degraded. It may have lost its viscosity, its additives may be depleted, or it may contain microscopic metal particles that aren't visible to the eye. That's why oil analysis is so valuable. It reveals what's really happening inside your engine, whether the oil is still protecting or whether it's time to change. Also, some oils darken quickly due to detergents doing their job. Dark oil isn't necessarily dirty. It may be cleaning your engine effectively. The truth, don't judge oil by its color. Use mileage, manufacturer guidelines, and analysis to decide when to change. Myth number 6, engine oil lasts forever if you don't drive much. If your car sits for long periods, you might think the oil is still fresh. After all, you haven't put many miles on it, but oil ages even when the car isn't moving. Moisture can build up inside the engine, especially in humid climates. Fuel vapors, acids, and condensation can contaminate the oil. Additives break down over time, and oxidation slowly degrades the oil's protective qualities. That's why most manufacturers recommend changing oil at least once a year, even if you've barely driven. It's not about mileage, it's about time and chemical stability. The truth, oil degrades over time, even in parked cars. Change it annually to prevent corrosion and sludge. Myth number Number 7, you can skip oil changes if you top off regularly. Some drivers think that as long as they're adding oil when it gets low, they're doing enough. But topping off doesn't remove contaminants, it doesn't replenish additives, and it doesn't clean out sludge or metal particles. In fact, constantly topping off without changing can lead to a mix of old and new oil that's chemically unstable. Your engine may be running on a cocktail of degraded fluid that's doing more harm than good. Regular oil changes remove the old oil, flush out contaminants, and give your engine a fresh start. Topping off is fine between changes, but it's not a substitute. The truth, topping off is maintenance, not replacement. Always follow a proper oil change schedule. So now you know the secret. It's not flashy, it's not expensive, but it works. Synthetic oil, bypass filtration, oil analysis, smart driving. These are the tools used by million-mile drivers, and they're available to you right now. If you want your engine to last, not just to 150,000 miles, but to 500,000 and beyond, this is how you do it. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who loves their car. And if you've got a high mileage story of your own, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Drive smart, stay curious, and keep your engine alive.